Phil, zip it. Just kidding. You I am freezing out here. Oh, for me too. Thank you, intern Caleb.
He's usually
Hello, yes. Do you see the sweat on my nose, Caleb? Get to work. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been amazing birth control being here today.
So Caleb's parents, if you're watching, you're welcome. Hello, little ones. Hello, excuse me. Do you guys know planets first?
We know all
All right. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, the most difficult thumb war experience ever because this is too slippery. But Taylor, you're going down, sister. I'm getting you anyway.
Can you see that? No? Let's give our volunteer here a nice big round of applause to help me out here. Thank you very much.
Fire up your school spirit with WNCN Today's Paige Crawford, Friday mornings this fall. Each week, it's a new school and new excitement as Paige leads Friday morning pep rallies all over the Triangle.
Hasn't he just come out of his shell this morning? Thank you, Mrs. Hetzel. These are delicious. They are taking such good care of us out here. Why don't I just show you where I am rather than tell you?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Eagles! E! C!
There we go.
Uh-huh.
We got it.
We got it! C! C! U-L-E-L-E!
Paige, get involved.
U-L-E-L!
I knew it!
Very cool.
Yes!
You guys got it right!
Well, what does the
First of all,
champagne?
week long.
What does the champagne have to do with anything?
Because these girls are called Champagne. That's the group name of the cheerleaders at
All right. Hey,
NCCU.
that
I
is.
know. We'll have more factoids for you on NCCU in just a minute. But a huge congratulations, ladies. Let's cheer it up for the anchors because they finally got one right.
Well, you know what?
It took us 5 days.
This is an interview you will see only on NBC 17.
I was raped hundreds of times.
Jane was just 17 when she started seeing a man more than twice her age. She says he tricked her into posing for pornographic pictures.
He's like, you're beautiful, you could be a model. And so he got a Polaroid camera and he began taking pictures of me. They started out pretty just innocent. Then they became more and more sexual.
And she says it didn't stop at just pictures.
I remember there was a lot of voices in the background, and I was asleep in the bedroom, and I woke up, and my underwear was gone, and there were a lot of voices, and there was evidence of me being gang raped.
Jane says she was even left chained and handcuffed to the bed once. But none of these was a red flag to her at the time.
Like I said, this is what I thought a relationship looked like. I grew up with abusive relationships in my family and being abused sexually, physically. So I just didn't know any better.
And it wasn't until years later that she realized the worst part.
When I found out he had mass-produced everything, he had been selling pictures of me. He had 8x10s, 4x6s, colored black and white, thousands of them.
Jane was a victim of sex trafficking.
The definition of human trafficking is that someone is being exploited through force, fraud, or coercion, and that may be through labor or forced sex.
Jennifer Fisher is with the North Carolina Justice Academy. She teaches law enforcement officers how to identify potential victims of sex trafficking.
A lot of victims of trafficking, including sex trafficking, do not identify themselves as being a victim. Some may feel that they got themselves in this situation and feel that it's their responsibility to get out.
Turned out it was on the calendar. He had been keeping track, and he said it was how many times we made love, but it turned out it was how many times I was being raped, and it was a business.
A drug can only be sold one time, and the drug has been consumed and it is no longer available to be sold, whereas a human trafficking can be sold over and over and over again.
Fayetteville Detective John Benazzi is a graduate of the Justice Academy's training program. He says it helped him give insight into the minds of both the victims and the perpetrators.
Victims are scared to come forward. They're not sure how to report. And there's a lot of brainwashing, a lot of grooming, especially when you deal with younger females, younger males. You know, they're looking for that figure, that mentor, and then they end up getting pushed to something they really don't know how to step back from.
That scenario was very familiar to Jane.
He did a lot of manipulation and control, and I thought he loved me. He also never let me go anywhere without him. And I thought, from what he said, I don't want to be anywhere without you, so I want you to be with me all the time. And of course, you know, wanting to be loved, I was excited because, well, he wants me, he needs me.
But thanks to her own awareness and a friend she eventually confided in, Jane found the strength to leave.
I told him what happened, and he's like, that's not normal. Learn to be aware. You don't have to be paranoid, but be vigilant. This is real, and people need to do something about it. And it's just, it blows my mind, because if it was their child, then they'd want to do something about it. Even when we were at the grocery
Now, Jane speaks out about her abuse, empowering other young people to break the cycle of abuse in their own lives.
Know your worth and know your value, and know that you deserve the best. If you do practice a certain faith, really let God into your heart to do that healing and restoration, because you can walk out your life in freedom.
Because of these trainings offered by the North Carolina Justice Academy, law enforcement is able to find and prosecute more and more of the criminals in sex trafficking cases. To report any suspicious activity you've seen or to find out ways you can help, you can call the National Human Trafficking Hotline. The number's there at the bottom of your screen. It's 1-888-373-7888. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Your thumb's not even in there. 1, 2. Oh, the most difficult thumb war experience ever, because this is too slippery. But why is it so slippery? And what is it? Well, those are just a few of the questions you can have answered at the Moorhead Planetarium.
We're both pretty big nerds. You know, he's only 10 months. I'm teaching him well.
For people or nerds, young and old, the planetarium offers a little something for all science lovers.
We have a One World, One Sky show, which has Big Bird. It's our Sesame Street show. So you've got your preschoolers. We have plenty of shows for little kids. And then we have a couple of older, more science-heavy shows in the afternoons. And on Sunday afternoons, we have Carolina Skies for all ranges.
And don't miss the chance for a stroll through the nearby Coker Arboretum to check out and learn about all it has to offer.
My favorite thing about being here is probably getting to see all of the campers that we get to see week after week.
Hello, little ones. Hello, excuse me. Coming through. We decided to put the campers we found to the test. Do you guys know planets first?
No.
All right. Oh, okay, all right. Do you know them in order from the sun?
Ooh. Yes. Is the sun involved? Is the sun involved?
You mean, does the sun count?
Are we on TV? I asked you.
Oh, do you want it to count?
Yes.
Then yes, it does. Okay, so sun, we have the sun.
Mercury.
Mercury.
Venus.
Venus.
Earth.
Earth.
Neptune.
They're so good. They're all raising their hands. Look at this. Good manners being taught at camp.
Well, then everybody give our volunteer a nice big round of applause. Thank you very much.
Also being taught why this doesn't pop. Until now. And in the hands-on room, you can get some, well, hands-on time with everything from planets to that thumb war gunk tank. All in all, a trip to the planetarium is a fun, informative, and sometimes hair-raising good time.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.